Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sanya, you're watching Psycho Spirited Away. In today's video, we will talk about how to deal with negative people in a positive manner and how we can really behave around such people without getting impacted so much and still be centered. So from previous few videos, we learned a few traits, around 40 traits of negative people. We also learned about how the evolution of soul takes place from tamas to rajas to sattva and eventually to shuddha sattva. And we also discussed about what happens when excess of gunas happens in different kind of personalities, which is vat, pitta and kapha dominating personality. Although it's a very complicated topic to really understand, but if you have gone through those videos, you might get a little bit of understanding as to what can happen when people become too rajasic or too tamasic in nature. So if you've not watched those videos, I would recommend that you watch them right now and then jump onto this one. We also learned from previous videos that everything is an energy of God. So why do we keep putting people into boxes of positive and negative when we know that it's all energy of God? Why can't we take everything as positively? It's so difficult, right? Because when we are in this material world, we are bound with the material laws, the universal laws, which are related to energy and also karma. So what does the law of energy states? Law of energy states that energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, but it can be converted from one thing into another. Similarly, there's this law of karma which states that every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Or you can say that you are bound to suffer the consequences of your own actions. So this is the law of karma. So when we say that somebody is negative, it doesn't mean that the person or the soul is negative. We mean that this soul has generated enough negative karmas which has eventually brought down the energy into negative spectrum of that person. This is why that person has become negative. Now, we are not here to blame anyone for being negative, doing the wrong thing, because it's the free will. Everyone has a free will in life. We are bound to make mistakes. We are human beings. To err is to human, right? So why don't we really think of negative people as just a product of evolution? So my guru says that such people are also evolving. If we make a mistake, we would expect the other person to forgive us for not knowing the right thing. Why can't we really forgive others for making a mistake? Maybe they just don't know what will be the impact on the other person's life. Even if they know, let's say they have not yet learned their lessons in life, and we can consider them as immature souls. Immature souls are the ones who are generally coming from the tamasic or more rajasic side. So why can't we just let them be, accept them for who they are? We know that if there is a negative person, this is the trait of a negative person, this is how they are going to behave around us or anyone. All you need to do is just protect yourself wherever possible. If somebody is abusing you, you don't have to be there. You don't have to listen to it. You're just kind of giving a wrong supply and a wrong message out in the world that abusing is okay, and it's not. So this is what I wanted to bring up. I am not a fan of bringing a lot of negative topics, and provided the fact that I know when you talk about negative things, negative karma is generated, negative energies are generated. But when your intentions are right, when you want to put a message out there, I don't think it will be considered as wrong. We are understanding this topic to make this world a better place. So I already think I told that one person who is negative for you or energy draining for you may or may not be energy draining for the other person. It is possible that they are kind of uplifting to others. So here the question is not that they are doing something wrong. The question is that why are we getting impacted? What exactly do we need to change in ourselves? The only thing that we need to change in ourselves is conquering this mind, this entity called mind, and understanding it as a third party instead of thinking through the mind, thinking through the body. You're not your mind, you're not your body. This is what all the saints all over the world says. But you have to first experience this thing. Once you experience that you are not your mind, that is when you can train your mind to work according to yourself. So when you think through the soul, that is when you're able to control your mind. Now you will say that this is a very complicated topic, you can't really understand. So there is this book called Power of Unwavering Focus. I've already told so many times in my previous videos that this book will guide you to the right direction as to how you can be the master of your mind and have that unwavering focus. So if you want to give it a try, the link is down below. So when we reach the state of complete independence from other energies, we will be able to operate in our superconscious. That is when we can say that we are operating in a superconscious mind, or we have a way to operate in a superconscious mind. Why do we keep saying superconscious all the time? Because it's our soul's mind. It's our soul who is doing the thing and not you. And you've just been conditioned according to the environment until now. But now is the time that you take charge of your own energy, put it in the right direction where it becomes unimpacted by others and you become self-realized in life. Work towards self-realization, and I'm sure you will find it somewhere down the line. All you need to do is just be persistent with your practice. Try to meditate whenever you can and try to connect with God. Even if you don't know how to meditate, pick one video on YouTube, just try it and see where it takes you. I'm sure it will definitely land you to some right direction, and then eventually the path will unfold in front of you. It's just the universe is, you're throwing some energy out in the world, universe is giving it back to you. But just be very persistent in your practice. This is what I always wanted to tell you. Now for those people who have lost hope in life and are kind of really stuck in a relationship which is extremely toxic or negative. So I feel that there are two things possible. There are many other things which are also possible, but two things majorly is that one could be that you may have some previous karmic balances which are not yet sorted with them. Maybe there is some debt that you have to pay off and that's why you're being with them. Other thing which is possible is that you have not yet developed enough courage and there are still more lessons to be learned by being with them and learning what not to do in life. Maybe it will guide you in a better direction in life. So whatever negativity has been created until now, your work right now is to just bring all that negativity here in the now, write it down and just transform this negativity into positivity in some way. And how you can do that? Now my guru Dandapani says that all the problems which are existing in your subconscious mind, for example, there are some unresolved issues, you had a fight with your brother or sibling or anybody, right? And then it did not got over and eventually you had to leave that conversation, but you came back and you're doing your thing, and then eventually your awareness is again drifting back to that negative area and you were like having that constant mental chatter that okay, my brother said this, I said that, and it's going to drain a lot of energy. So all you need to do is understand how your mind is working and then resolve those conflicts. If you can't resolve it with somebody, resolve it within yourself, because each and everything is an energy. If you're throwing out even a thought in your head, that is a subtle energy which is going to the other person, even if you know it or not. It is an energy which is being transferred already. So all you have to do is, even if you have not resolved any conflicts with anybody, bring that person in front of you, a mental image of that person, or maybe write about that person. Try to forgive them. Try to release all the negativity that you have accumulated knowingly or unknowingly. Maybe you still have a lot of hate. Maybe you still have not yet developed enough courage to say things on their face. maybe it's not the right time for you to say it. Maybe it's possible. Maybe you need that bad relationship right now. But what you can do for yourself to make your life better is that you have to take that negativity, bring that negativity, burn it down, write it and burn it. Or maybe just try to meditate upon it and think of it in a better perspective. I'm not saying that you stay with the negative person. I'm not at all recommending that. Even if you have left the person, but there's still a lot of negativity, you need to really resolve it as quickly as possible, because otherwise you'll be stuck in that old past relationship and you'll not be able to evolve from that current state. So this is what I wanted to explain in this video, that whatever energy that you have accumulated in the past with such people, or maybe currently, or maybe let's say you are having that relationship right now and you don't know what to do, pray to God for strength, meditate upon being courageous. This is what again my guru says. So all you need to do is make yourself stronger every day and not get impacted by other people's energies by practicing controlling where your awareness goes in the mind. That's what you have to learn. So to conclude this video, I just wanted to tell you that we first need to master our minds, cultivate it in such a way that we reach our superconscious mind. And once we reach the superconscious mind, that is when our wisdom will work. That is when we'll be having our own intuitive mind activated. We don't have to always remain in that instinctive or intellectual mind. And maybe I'll make another video where I'll be explaining these concepts. But otherwise, if you are not yet sure where to start by reading that book and try to meditate every day, pray to God, and just be positive about everything in life. If you see a lot of trauma or negativity around you, try to detach yourself from that negativity. And my guru says that you have to be affectionately detached from the situations which you can't do anything about. Either you do something about it, either you try to make a difference, or if you can't do anything, be affectionately detached from such people and such situations. And I'll see you in my next video.